Alright, I think that's coming through alright. Hey, Tio. How's work today? Hey, Dutch, not too bad. Say it would be better, but we had a bit of a power outage issue yesterday, which kind of kept me from streaming. It was nice to, have the day off, but there wasn't much else to do. No, there's not much I can do about that, Talon. Oh god, I'm gonna hate seeing that thing. Hopefully, missiles are nerfed again by the time the Shrike actually comes out. Because, ugh, I do not want to deal with that thing. All right, and let's just make sure. Okay, we've got our money back. Do the elevators work? Dutch, I'm not sure. Like, I'm trying to see if I can actually keep to a schedule, and I'm trying to figure out if I should even like keep it to YouTube or move to Twitch. So I'm still trying to figure out which way I should go with it. Hey, Maurice, how's it going today? Yes, Zorb. This is PU, and the money issue is fixed. So we are good to trade again on live.
Thanks.
And elevators are broken, so we're going to take the old way up. Yeah, Ping. Where did they post that? Because it sounds like if they're going to buff them even more, maybe it's time to start investing in missile boats. And yeah, Dutch. Like I'm still kind of new to the whole stream thing myself. So I'm not entirely sure if I want to keep with it, but I mean it's been fun so far. I mean, I can always stream while doing price checks too, because let me tell you, that gets lonely. Wait, hold up. We already got a Q&A? What? Oh, Tio, that sucks. Yeah, they've been having a lot of issues as of late. It's getting kind of rough to deal with. For example, right there. Literally crashed the desktop while EVAing. Let's fill out this bug report. Star Citizen. Hey, Bruce. Sorry, looks like you've joined at a inopportune time. We are attempting to get back into the PU. Yes, Retro. I've messed around with it. I'm glad to see that the rock is, working. But since it's such a minor PTU, I'm going to attempt to keep getting prices for the PU, because I'm sure people are still trading. And the session reconnect never seems to work. Yeah, the 30Ks have been. Ugh, I can't believe I said it, but I don't think it's going to matter. But they have been rough since 3.10 dropped. This really could have cooked for another week or two. Tio, you got a full load of Laranite. What were you trading in? A 315? Back in bed. Alright. Yeah, they could have probably waited a week or two before this went to live. At least they're not doing the thing where they let something go to live before it should have, and then they do a free fly. And the elevators are working. That's a good start. Oh yeah, Ping. I saw that. I was messing around with it the other day. Like if you can get a full load of Hadronite, which isn't the most impossible thing to pull off, the rock can actually make about $220,000, or well, credits, I guess. All of these, okay. Tio, that is true. I guess people are checking out PTU. See, that's what I like about trading during PTU times, because it's, less people on. Ugh. Hey, Rain. Yeah, they've got the ability to do back-end maintenance. It's just, I guess everyone's working from home at the moment. I take the Carrack just to do some quick trading, but it's way too easy to get into. $250K? How did they get that? It's like, even with a full load of Laranite, they're only going to make 220K. Unless they're like, somehow figured out a way to pick up someone else's Laranite or something. I mean, ping is probably pretty doable. I mean, it's a fighter. Fighters aren't exactly the toughest ship to get out, you know? And since they've already got, like, the design language from the Prowler, pretty much all they have to do is just shrink it down, color it green and purple, and, you know, add some missiles. So I think they could do it. I mean, if the ship actually had an interior, I would say, you know, maybe not. Now, before we get out of here, what could that be? Oh, AI. Never mind.
Thank you, and please visit again.
God, do you see that EM spike on that Delta? Yeah, retro. Looks like we're getting at least, you know, one or two of the Crusader ships.
Quantum drive is now off.
Yeah, Maurice, I've noticed that. Like, it's annoying. I mean, like, it works, it's just, you know. Like, when the elevator button has been at a certain spot for so long, it's just so hard to adjust. Yeah, Rain, like, usually, you know, they apply the alien tax, and this is, you know, like, $100 for an alien ship? Really? Okay. Oh, Maurice, you're fine.
Quantum drive is now off.
Well, let's test that, Rain. I mean, the Pontus is going to be a really high EM spike anyway. So let's see if we can actually get that lowered once again. Alright, that's cooling back down. So yeah, about 90,400. Ooh, that is a big spike. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm curious to see what the cargo decks are going to be like. I feel like it's just going to be beefier delivery missions, which I mean I'm good with, you know. Or maybe they'll do the Elite Dangerous thing where it's like, freight these 3,000 STU down to Benson. You have to make, multiple trips to actually make it work. That would be nice.
Landing gear down.
Tell you what's not nice. Waiting for Benson to finish loading in.
Front impact warning. Starboard
Just
impact
gonna
warning.
take our time.
Front
Benson
impact
doesn't
warning.
exist yet.
Landing complete. Engines offline.
And I shouldn't, but just so we don't freeze when we get back in, I'm going to power it down. I think they're still having an issue with the IR not reducing like it should. Retro, I kind of enjoy the cargo missions in Elite Dangerous. Like, I know it's kind of like a boring, point to point, but it's kind of relaxing. And every now and then you get attacked. The AI isn't the best, but it's something. It makes sure that you're not on autopilot. Oh, come on, Maurice. CIG, fix something quickly. It's not gonna happen. Hey, gamer. This is actually just Benson. I was going to pick up some fluorine and chlorine on my way out to get price checks at Deacons and Hicks just to see what the fluorine route is looking like. Not the world's most optimal route right now, because I'm sure tons of people are still trading it. The problem is, we are waiting for Benson to load, which gives me extreme anxiety, because the more time I have to spend on the ground with no armistice, the more antsy I get. Bruce, I picked one up with some store credit. I melted a fighter I was no longer using. Come on. Actually, since I picked that thing up, I guess this gives me plenty of time to check out that fancy new helmet. Mostly, I want to see if it works with like a whole medical. I mean, it could kind of work for a medical setup. I should probably change to that MacFlex though. MacFlex core. No, Venture core. There we go. Well, I don't know how long it'll, why are we dying so quickly? Why are we dying? Why? Why are we... Okay. So, the game took its time replacing our helmets, so we suffocated. That was a thing. And now we're black screened. So we'll spend about 5 minutes waiting to respawn. Hey, Death. I've picked one up. I don't know if I'll keep it. I just want to see how it pans out. I picked up the Shrike. I feel like when it comes to trading, I'm not really looking for an honorable fight. I'm just looking to missile spam something off of my ship until it's no longer a thing. And yeah, Retro, I feel like I just learned that lesson. I didn't realize that helmets were taking so long to replace that. Like, usually it's, like 1 or 2 seconds. Bruce, the rock isn't bad. At least in PTU, it's not bad. You could actually make a fair amount of money with it. It rivals bulk trading, which, I mean, being a new loop. All right, you know what? We're just gonna we're gonna exit that to menu because this is taking way too long. But yeah, Bruce, like I like the rock. Like, it can definitely make money. Oh, nice, Jimmy. Was that was in PTU, right? Like, where the rock actually works? I mean, Death, you might as well. I mean, the Cartual is, in game for purchase. The Cartual is the loaner for the Talon, so I mean, it'll be like you have it up until December. Yeah, that kind of works. I'll keep it like that for now. Why? What is happening? And why are we so thirsty so quickly? What is... Actually, you know what? Hold on. We're just gonna see if that will reset that. Because I should not wake up with like 11% thirst with it constantly draining. Okay, it looks like we've got color now. Oh, what's this one? Yeah, like, I like how they added the bartenders, but there's a few rest stops that have no food or water. Like, I think we were at Everest on PTU, and there was absolutely no drink whatsoever, and only energy bars to eat. So, like, they added the bartender, but somehow deleted everything else. And obviously, the beer didn't sate my thirst, so. Oh, death. That's a weird bug. Like, is it just restarting? Yeah. Like, I hate the whole, like, you die, you wake up, and somehow you wake up with thirst already. Like, come on. What's causing that? Like, why do I have more hydration in Ark than I do Star Citizen? A minute 40, we'll give that time. Actually, while we're... never mind. I don't feel like taking the elevator back down. Maybe we can make ourselves prettier while we wait. Nope. Yeesh. Yeah, waiting for that to load in sucks too. I don't know, that kind of works. Trying to build a outfit around a helmet is difficult because they add all this like special stuff, but it doesn't actually go with anything. You know, Jimmy, I've actually had really good luck with oh, never mind. Hold on. Right there. Okay, never mind. I'm right. Flip the rock. Okay, I'm good. Yeah, I've actually had good luck with using the mining laser to flip myself back up. All right, round 2. Eight. Of course you did, Rain. I remember those grenades. Hey again, artist. Oh, that's true, Laramie. Like, I got the, Avis? Avis? The bird helmet. We'll just call it the bird helmet. So I was trying to redo my medic outfit around that, and I feel like I'm getting closer to it. But I really need to go shopping later on for that, which I'm not gonna subject you guys to. Like, I will do, you know, Pretty Princess Dress Up Simulator later on. Like, you know, the whole point of a multiplayer game, like, if I can't look pretty while I'm doing things, then there's no point, you know?
Your systems are online.
You are clear to launch.
Well, Ernest, I gotta say, they're not all mine. Or at the very least, some of them are loners. And a lot of them were also gifts, too. Got a special lady in my life. Not only does she play Star Citizen when it's not, you know, frustrating as all get out, but she's given me a few ships as well, so I cannot complain. You know, most people have to go, you know, oh, you know, I had to sneak this ship by the wife. It's like, shit, she bought me mine.
Thank you. Please visit again.
So I got lucky there.
Quantum drive is now on.
You know, Death, I'm torn on that
Drive
sub
is
helmet.
now off.
Like, I want to try it out. I want to try to make outfits for it. But at the same time, it just feels so... I don't know. Like, I'm waiting for the gigantic World of Warcraft pauldrons to go with it. Hey, Philippe. Okay, so that depends entirely on the ship that you are trading in. Rain, I'm alright with that. Most people using VoIP just look super cookie. Cookie? Kooky. That's the word I'm looking for. Are you serious? Oh, black screen once again while we get reloaded from that crash to desktop. I doubt it, but if we're lucky, maybe we'll, respawn in it. But yeah, Philippe, what are you trading in, man? Yeah, Retro, it's been ugly. Like, we are 30 minutes in, and we have yet to get to a single outpost. Oh, you see, Jimmy, this is live, so they're not even gonna give me that. Like everything I've got, I've made. And Ernest, I picked up the Shrike, which I might CCU something to the regular Talon as well, just because I like the idea of it having those gimbaled weapons. But I think the Shrike is where I'd probably stay. Because while missiles are so uninspiring for combat, like I'm not looking for that, honor bound combat. I'm shooting people off my cargo runs, so I'm just looking to missile spam someone until that someone is no longer a someone. Hey, Napabar. Well, welcome to the game. Sorry you've come in during such a unstable patch. They've got 3.10.1 on the PTU at the moment. It'll probably go live. Oh, let's be honest. It'll probably go live tomorrow. Oh, Philippe. Okay, so you literally just changed your name on me. Okay, I got you. What are we stuck on? Oh, okay. If you're trading in the Freelancer, I'm not really on the up and up when it comes to a lot of the Freelancer routes. Like, if you wanted to move really quickly, you could do Astatine from pretty much any mining outpost around Microtech to New Babbage, because you can land pretty much right outside the city, unload everything, and then get back on the road. Or, if titanium is good at Ariel, you could just buy titanium at Lathan or Bezdek, trade it to Everest Harbor above Lorville, and then just get back on the road and keep completing that loop. That would probably be a really quick route. And of course it's destroyed. Oh, Brain, it is deadly. Absolutely deadly. Now, you still need to replace the weapons, because the M series are not that great. But yeah, like, if you have two even semi-competent turret gunners, due to the way things are slowed down now, it can definitely defend itself. Unless missiles and torpedoes get involved. But yeah, like just against a standard fighter. Now, like if you've got some, try hard, spends all day in arena commander, they might give you a run for your money. Because the Caterpillar does have some blind spots. But back when 3.10 was in PTU, I was testing it with a few randoms. And I assaulted the cat like as much as I possibly could, and it was incredibly difficult to do any sort of meaningful damage. Oh yeah, James, I'm with you there. Now, I try to avoid going to Olisar as much as I can, just because of all the pad rammers, the griefers, people sneaking onto your ship. Like, you pretty much cannot spawn a Carrack at Olisar without someone just glitching into it through the side turret. Shoot, I miss doing 141 to Deacons, But everyone's flooding it. Well, I think they're flooding it. I can't tell you because we keep crashing to desktop every single time we jump.
You are clear to launch.
Launch complete. Landing gear up.
Oh yeah, Rain, but I mean it's to the point that that part doesn't even matter. Just because that damage can completely override.
Impact warning.
Okay, round what? Round 3? Are we on round 3 now?
Thank you. Please visit again.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
All right, we're gonna swap this up. We're gonna go ArcCorp 141. Not 141, 157.
Quantum
Oh, sorry, James. I was thinking of 157, not 141. Yeah, the old Agresium run straight back to Olisar. Wow, look at that. We have quantumed to a moon
quantum
without
drive
crashing.
is now off.
Beautiful. Basic functionality. Not many, Rain. Not many at all. I mean, one torpedo can bring down the Caterpillar now. I mean, 2 torpedoes bring down a Hammerhead, so... size 1 missile spam, nothing's gonna survive. I mean, hell, a Cutlass can put on, what, 48 size 1 missiles? And since most countermeasures don't even work right now, there's literally nothing you can do about it.
Landing gear down.
Yeah. 1 shield generator and about 3 or 4 different shield holes. That's a lot of rocks. Oh,
Landing complete.
we pulled up
Launch
short.
complete.
Oh, the storm.
Port impact warning. Landing complete. Weapons offline. Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft.
Tio, I'm still kind of learning, like, where I should be slowing down for, like, optimum closure. Like, back in 3.9, slowing down was, optional. But right now, with the way that thrusters are behaving very weirdly, I'm still kind of learning it. Hey, Necro. Currently I'm on PU. Getting some trade routes, and, why is my cutlass using? Whew, 7, 9, good God. Jesus. Alright, and since I'm getting price checks, a few moments here where I'm actually recording these as clips. Yeah, like, astatine is just gone permanently. Alright, and we're gonna buy a small bit, just to make some cash while we're out. And since we can't dial the slider in anymore, we'll just buy a random amount. Chlorine. Yeah, Rain, once upon a time, we were actually supposed to get point defense. And, that disappeared. And Elite has point defense. Alright, $5. We have a missile boat sitting in atmosphere waiting to blow us up. Really? We can't. There we go.
Port impact warning. Launch complete. Landing gear up.
Yeah, James, that should really be a thing. Like, I feel like Star Citizen has really overlooked the whole proper countermeasure setup.
Quantum drive is now on.
Jimmy, okay, so I've got a super dumb theory about that, or a way to, explain it away in lore. Since we're all in low gravity, since we're on low gravity, you know, bone density, muscle loss, all that. Pretty much whenever you're on a station or in a place with gravity, you know, you need to get as much exercise in as you can. So I think it does make sense from a lore standpoint
Drive is now.
for people to run and jump wherever they go. You know, people can complain about it breaking immersion, things like that. But really, if you think about it, you know, like you're on the ground, you might as well get the exercise in, might as well get some cardio, build that muscle and bone density back up. So yeah, I think you can totally explain that away in what do you call it? Just like in lore terms, like actually make it lore friendly. So yes, I will run and jump everywhere I go
Landing gear
because
down.
I care about my body. And I do not want the bone density of a Taveran. Necro, I'll have to accept in a little bit here. So I am literally just getting some price checks and some light trade in. I'm gonna land at the smaller building. It's a smaller pad. James, it's kind of like a paladinish Crusader helmet. I don't have it because I'm currently not a subscriber. Like, it looks nice. I just don't know what sort of outfit you'd be able to set up for it.
Port impact warning. Starboard impact warning. Landing complete.
Let me slide. Also, a thing I find highly annoying is that you lose all thrust once you actually touch the ground. Well, Rain, the gravity generators, maybe they're not, you know, one for one or something. So yeah. I mean, you know, they had gravity in the Expanse, and you still have those super tall belter guys. Yeah, Necro, give me a bit, and we'll get it set up. Yeah. Yeah, someone definitely still by. Hey, look at that though. Fluorine and chlorine have dropped off considerably. So it looks like doing the Deacon's run is... Hey, that is viable. Huh. A good pilot and a caterpillar can do about 6 or 7 of those runs an hour. Sorry, I need to record that right quick, so give me just 1 second. And it's nice to see that no one's doing the fluorine chlorine run. And I say that, like, it's an easy run. Really, like, if you're fast enough with it, you can make more money with this than you can, like, trucking titanium into Lorville. Or even astatine. Okay. Let's go ahead and sell that off. So we've got full capability. We can see what medical's actually going for. Give me a second. I'm tabbed on another screen, so I'll have to catch up the chat here in just a bit. Alright, so we've got Full complement of medical and stims available. Small price surges. It's nice to see that people are actually trucking stims again, though. Okay, there we go. Oh, Scott, what's going on with Galog, man? Here, Necro. Necro, if you want, send that party invite again. Death, if there was a stylish landing Olympics, I would compete. Because, like, listen, there are way better pilots out there than I am, but I feel like no one can set a bird down like I can. Like, that is the one thing I will brag about. Yeah, Rain, stims are legal. I mean, they're basically like, 5-hour energy. It's like the legal drugs, which the sad thing is they mostly have drug-like
Hello and
limits.
welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Ping, that's a funny question. Since we were supposed to have mag boots and then they disappeared.
Landing gear up. Quantum drive is now on.
Death, what kind of irks me is
Quantum
like with
drive
the
is
state
now
of trade
on.
stuff. I put anywhere from like 10 to upwards of like 16 hours into research and editing for state of trade, right? And like they'll get anywhere from like, 300 to at most maybe like 2,000, views. And then, like people ask me to put together like a landing tutorial. And I finally did it after like a year. I finally put it together. I think it maybe took me an hour to put together and edit. In fact, like the worst part was landing slow enough to demonstrate. We're gonna overshoot here. Landing slow enough to actually demonstrate how to do it.
Attention. Engines overheating.
And yet that's the one that went viral. That's probably like one of my lowest effort videos, and that's the one that goes viral. Which, I mean, trade is kind of a niche thing.
Down.
Like, literally, we're in a niche subject for a niche game. But everyone does need to know how to land, so maybe that's why. Yeah, see, Reddit scares me, Rain.
Starboard impact warning. Landing complete. Weapons offline.
Like, people get testy on Reddit. And like it's very hard for me to advertise my own stuff. Like I've mentioned state of trade. I better check chat. Make sure it's blowing stuff up. Anyway, like I have advertised state of trade maybe 3 times, maybe. And usually it's like, oh yeah, I mean if you're interested, I run a trade show. Okay, that's better. Yeah, Death, that is fair. I mean, if you can 360 no scope a caterpillar backwards into a hangar, that is a little bit cooler. Ooh. Yeah, Astatine got popular. Which I don't know why people are buying it so much. Because a lot of them are taking it to Deacons. And if they're buying at these prices, that's like a dollar more, well, 83 cents. And then they trade it at Deacons, and they might make 30 cents off of it. Like those are barrel levels of profit. Because for some reason they go, oh, it's super quick, I'll trade that, and they don't make anything off of it. Like Astatine needs to go to Grim, to Olisar. Right. Alright, sorry, back on screen, so now I can see. Yeah, like, as far as like the whole bombing on Reddit thing, Reddit is kind of a host of more, I would say, creatively styled content. And, Board Gamer does provide a decent service for those who want to, get a quick rundown of patch notes without actually having to read them. That said, there's not a lot of, I guess you could say, original content coming out of it. Like, I don't want to, like, knock it.
Come aboard your Drake interplanetary
Oh, I
craft.
hope they fix that in the next
Systems
PTU.
are online.
Worm, that's true. It is definitely a lot more accessible. Like, everyone's got a ship, not everyone has a freighter.
Landing gear up.
Hey, Tripper, we're actually just now taking off from Benson. We've already checked Deacons, Benson, and ArcCorp 157. So now we're going to head to Talon and get prices around there.
Quantum drive is now on.
Oh yeah, Laramie, this is the PU. I wouldn't say that's stable because we've already had about 2 or 3 crash to desktops. I mean, it took us like 3 tries just to get down to Yela. And like PTU is up at the moment, but like we're trying to make some, cash, and I'm also trying to get prices for State of Trade. I would have got them yesterday, but the whole, zero UEC bug kind of prevented all of it. And I had a power outage. Right, we're gonna head for Tram and Myers. Go ahead and knock that puppy out of the way. Yeah, Death, like, I don't want to
Drive is
sound like I'm coming off, negative on anybody. Especially because, those 3 are basically titans when it comes to Star Citizen content. As far as, like, follower and subscriber base and stuff goes. But, a lot of it's just patch notes and changes. And, like, Morph has, like, the architect videos and things like that. So, like, he's got his own, unique niche there.
drive is now off.
Because, like, whenever we do have a major patch, I try to cover some of the changes, into a State of Trade while still giving, actual market data. Oh, thanks, Tripper. I tried to cater as much as I can to like all the different types of trade, because not everyone's in a caterpillar, not everyone's in a carrick, and I feel like CIG has kind of neglected trade for the smaller ships. 'Cause, I mean, technically, right now, if the rock would actually work, which it will once this P2 patch goes live, like you can make more money in a $55 rock than you can like a freelancer or a freelancer max. In fact, you can make more doing some missions than you can with some of the smaller trade ships. So try to hit up the trade routes for the medium ships whenever I can. But they really need to give them some love when it comes to trade. Oh yeah, I mean, this is still 3.10. 10.1 is still on PTU.
Landing gear.
Oh, thank you, Laramie. Like, I'm sorry for like the times that I took a few months off. Just because there are times that I've become so burned out on Star Citizen that it's just very hard to keep up with the market. So they put this super huge rock right in the place that I usually like to land. So I have to go off to the side here.
Warning. Starboard impact warning. Rear impact warning. Front impact warning. Landing complete.
Is that flat? That doesn't... it's flat enough. Assume that is Necro behind us.
Offline.
It's not like we're buying cargo here anyway. Oh yeah, Humboldt Titanium. Oh, Scott. Humboldt is the place to go. Death, I'm not entirely sure. I was trying to keep myself from like actively measuring all the whole like traffic, things like that. I think at that point, like when I started doing things in 3.6, I was basically just wow. Someone is actually moving corundum. Look at that. That's that's unusual. Alright, sorry, let me walk back in, get this recorded. So give me just 1 second, I can catch up on chat. And I'll have to compare this over the weekend, since unfortunately this is the first time we've got to poll. And of course, Diamond's always a 585. Ooh, 796 is rough. Look at that. We can't even fill up a Mustang. Laranite. I feel like they do need to buff the refresh rate, or at very least the amount that refreshes. It's like when you can't even fill up a Mustang, and the Mustang can't even make a competent profit trading. Like that's you got problems. Okay, now I can catch up on chat. Paul Shelley. Paul Shelley. Why does that name sound familiar? Yeah, Tripper. Like once the whole Laranite thing dried up, once they readjusted the economy, they like Tram and Myers really dried up. Because used to, like when the Carrack first came out, everyone was moving Diamond out of Tram and Myers, so it became Jumptown 2.0. Then it kind of cooled off, and then it started up again once the economy was messed up, and now it's gone off again. Which, is fine, because if you need to get in and grab Diamond, like, people aren't camping it with 3 or 4 Retaliators.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft.
Michael, I think that's actually coming online with the cargo decks. Because the cargo decks are part of the whole,
Landing gear up.
like, the freighting guilds. Yeah, Scott. That's one of the great things about the medium traders. You don't have to worry so much about stock when it comes to medium things. Oh, Astropub. Death, I actually don't think Astropub likes me. And, I mean, he might not even remember it, but there was, like, a bit of a tiff that he started with me on Twitter way back in 3.62. So, like, I've kind of tried to avoid a lot of, like, the bigger, like, content creators because of that. Oh, yeah, Necro, give me 1 second and I will connect. Let me just get cruise set, make sure we're still coupled so I don't plummet. Oh, that is double bound. Alright. Testing 1, 2, seeing if chat's coming through.
Testing, can you hear me?
Affirmative, reading you.
Alright, let me know where you're going and I'll contact with you.
Affirmative, currently we're coming into Terra Mills.
Okay, I'm on my way. I will circle up in the upper atmosphere and I'll warn you if something gets close.
Got it. Terra Mills, we should be alright, but I have seen a little action here, so I will appreciate it. Let's see. Alright. Refresh timers. Okay, so Worm, I haven't measured the refresh timers for 3.10. Right now, the refresh timer... I'm coming in way too slow. Refresh timer is about 6 minutes for live servers. And I doubt they've changed that in PTU, but I will check it later. And I want to say they're consistent. I want to say that the actual tick timer updates universally across all. I know it was doing it a while back. I'll just have to check it again. Yeah, Tripper, like, when it comes to ships like the Connie, Freelancer Max, things like that, there's not really a lot of options that you have. Like you can pretty much run, like, diamond, astatine, titanium, medical supplies, and if you're lucky, laranite. Agresium, like, you get super lucky if you can run some agresium, but even then, usually you can't fill it up. You have to pad it with something else from, like, SAL2. And if you're trading at, like, ArcCorp 141 or the new place on, what do you call that? Calliope has agresium. You're going to have to fill up with some mid-grade or trash commodities. Like, it's just not set up right now where agresium can actually be a decent run for anything, medium-sized.
Front impact warning.
So, like, you can do Laranite Titanium. That's alright.
Front impact warning.
But, like, I mean, you run some Corundum.
Starboard impact
Woo,
warning.
you made,
Complete.
what, 4,000 credits?
Weapons offline.
And meanwhile, like in a Caterpillar, I mean, you can run anything. I mean, hell, you can run iodine and make $5,000 profit off a 20k buy-in. Like, if you only have 20,000 UEC and you just want to avoid doing missions, I mean, you can do that 6 times an hour and basically make more than missions faster. Because you just have that cargo capacity. Meanwhile, standard trade vessels like a Freelancer, Freelancer Max, Connie, they don't have that luxury. Oh, they brought the terminal back. All right. Now, are the prices still messed up, where it's only paying like 20% of the value? Hey, that's a good price. All right, let's come back in and get that recorded. All right, give me 1 second. Get this recorded. Catch up in chat. Sorry, actually, while that's recording, I'm going to stand up and stretch my legs right quick. I don't know about you guys, but sitting down for a while really starts to hit your knees. All right, much better. Yeah, 418's not bad price. They did a weird stealth buff to distilled spirits a while back, where 420 used to be like the base price, and then they lowered it to like 406. Okay, let me get caught up on chat here. Oh yeah, Tripper, it's definitely nice to have an escort. And Necro buddy, don't worry, man. Accent sounds fine. I mean, I grew up in Arkansas, so I understand the whole accent thing. No worries, you sound fine. Yeah, Scott, that's definitely the truth. Like, when it comes to trading, like, you kind of have to build up that capital, you know? Yeah, and, like, the Max is still an excellent trader. Alright, let's see.
Welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems
Alright, Necro, we're gonna head for Gillette Family Farms now. And we're gonna nose blind, because I don't like trying to plot it. There we go. Oh, Rain, buddy, get some sleep. Have a good night, man.
quantum drive is now on. Landing gear low.
You know, Worm, I tried for a couple of them, but the thing is, this already takes up so much time. And editing them in Galog is time consuming as well. So, it's awful. Like, I hate to say it, but I have not been updating them in Galog as I go, just because it takes so much input on both ends. Alright, sorry about that. I should be reconnected now. Yeah, Nebula. Trading right now is bad. Definitely wait till point 1 drops.
Landing gear down.
Oh, Tio, how could you say that? It's fine. We're not picking up cargo. So, like, we can say the dirty word. Necro, am I coming through for you now? I should be reconnected to party. Oh, speaking of space games, did anyone download Eve Echoes?
Rear impact warning. Port impact warning. Starboard impact warning. Landing complete.
Rough? Did we get a rock? It's bad terrain.
Weapons offline.
Necro, I manually connected to party. It says I'm connected. I'm not connected there. Not connected there. Testing 1 2. Says we're connected to party chat. Is it coming through? Scott, they kind of work the same. As long as you're not in atmosphere, it's the exact same. Now that you are in atmosphere, or that we're in atmosphere, it is affected by gravity. So you do have to feather your upward thrust. Which, I mean, you know, makes sense. Yeah, they completely lowered the IFCS in this patch, because used to, as long as you were coupled, it would automatically align your heading to whatever vector you had, or your vector. You know what I mean. And now it doesn't do that anymore, which is nice. What? Wow, this bug came back. Okay, so we're gonna sit here for just a little bit. Necro, if you can hear me, I don't know if the chat's coming through again, but we're going to be on the ground for probably, I would say, 5 to 6 minutes. We're having to wait for this to reset to see if we can actually access the commodities. Yeah, Sidewinder, did you download Eve Echoes? Like, I gave Eve a pass back in the day, but they actually did a really good job with this mobile version. So I might actually give it a go. Like, I'm not really a big phone games kind of guy, but like they did a really good job of translating Eve to mobile. Like, I mean, I say that. I've done, like, the tutorial, you know, or parts of it. But it feels decent. Now, I have to keep my phone plugged in because, my God, my battery. Actually, I should probably set a timer for this so I know how long we've been on the screen. So, yeah. This is going to be super boring for the next couple of minutes while we wait for this to update. So, anyone out there who is curious about Star Citizen, or like you haven't actually played it, I'm sorry that this is the stream that you tuned into, because we are probably showing the most boring aspects of it. Hey, welcome back, Maurice. Hey, no worries. You know, people got lives, you got things to do. You haven't really missed much. We completed checking some of the prices around Yela. We're just about done with selling. Prices are actually fairly low on distilled spirits over at Terra Mills. I'm waiting for this to update so I can see prices here at Galette. But, yeah, you haven't really missed a whole lot. Yeah, Sidewinder, that's fair. I haven't actually looked at their, the premium stuff yet. Which, I'm sure it's convoluted, and there's like 30 different things you have to buy, but it's, you know, it's a phone game. It's how phone games go.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Hey, I can hear you now.
So what happened is I had to disconnect and connect to global chat and then reconnect the party.
Oh, that's weird. Alright, well, I will manually reconnect once I get back to my ship. We've probably got, I'm going to say, 2 to 3 more minutes before this refreshes, because it's currently not displaying commodities.
Okay. I'll land next to you then.
And you got it, save some fuel. I also hate that it kicks us off like every 40 seconds or so. Don't tell me they disconnected this. Well, you know, Sidewinder, there was a time where this issue was hitting like every terminal. So you'd get in, there were no commodities, and you had to wait till the next refresh to actually be able to buy anything. And I think the refresh at that time was like 9 minutes. So you would be parked, and like nine minutes, like a lot of stuff can happen in 9 minutes. Like, I don't like to be on the ground for more than like 3. You know, get in, buy my stuff, get out. And like with this whole thing, like if I can't buy, I'm out. I am not sticking around. Because the more time I'm here, the more time someone has to, you know, set up and get ready to torpedo spam. There we go. Oh! 443, Jesus. Alright, well that's working finally.
I think
Affirmative, coming through still. Then you cut out. Right, 1 second, getting these recorded. Still coming through?
that's good. Okay. I was testing my my pickup.
Fair enough.
I have my ship turned off and I am out of sight.
Alright, well I'm getting prices still. They finally came through. So I'll probably be in here for about 20 more seconds and then we'll be good to go.
Got it.
And I will manually reconnect to party chat once I get into the ship. Okay, now I can catch up on chat. Where were we? Ah, okay, fair enough, Sidewinder. Well, yeah, it is early. Like I said, I've pretty much only made it halfway through the tutorial. It feels good, though. Yeah, Tripper, I could. I'll have to pick up my Freelancer Max again. But, yeah, basically, like, if you go back to, like, my 3.9 guide, it's going to be incredibly similar to that. Because that guide was made back on the economy we currently have now. We rejoin party chat.
Hello and welcome.
Alright, testing 1, 2. Is this coming through alright?
Your systems are
Yep,
online.
copy.
Alright, there we go. Alright, we're gonna head for Hicks, and then we will be done with Talon. And away we go.
Landing gear up. Quantum drive is now on.
That's not a bad tipworm. Pretty much used to using full keyboard, but yeah, that's not bad. Sorry, that got garbled with all the quantum noise. One more time?
It takes a lot for me to find the station, so I ended up quantuming after.
Ugh, okay. I think there's still a lot of issues with the formation quantuming.
Last I checked, the formation bird, we have to select the same quantum.
Yeah.
And whoever sets it first gets to go initiate.
I will wait next time. Just let me know once you're like synced up and we'll do it. After this we'll head to Daymar. So we can test on the OM1 at Crusader.
Affirmative.
Yeah, Laramie, I'm still not sure because oh my god, there's just so much editing that goes into it, you know? And like that's actually the part that I don't mind so much. It's just the whole editing, doing the research, but at the same time, I don't know, like maybe hold up. Oh, never mind.
Down.
Those are outpost lights. Like, I wonder if maybe I would be too much of a control freak with it too, you know? But I might look into it. Because also, when you're the only person doing it, if anything comes up, you are pretty much screwed.
Front impact warning. Starboard impact warning. Port impact warning. Rear impact warning. Landing complete.
Yeah, Tripper, that sounds about right. Because like for the medium haulers, like you can actually grab Agresium at SAL2, I believe it was. And it's usually the better supplier. Because even if it's out, you can still, supplement with titanium. And at the very worst, grab titanium from Ariel and then take it into Everest. Because I think the caterpillars have finally learned to stop taking it there. Yeah, there was a big issue. Leverage. I think people keep getting Humboldt and leverage mixed up. 'Cause, oh god, I do it all the time. 1611. All right. Well, medical definitely picked back up. Okay. All right. Wait one while I get this recorded. At this point, I'm starting to think maybe I could use a third screen. All right, that's good enough there. Yeah, and people keep marking Agresium in weird spots, too. See, Laramie, that's the part I'm trying to figure out. Because, like, being able to get price checks, like, just get those recorded so I could verify them. Like, if I could have, like, one person hit up Crusader, one person hit up Arcorp, you know, that would probably save, like, an hour and a half per system, you know? But, you know, at the same time, like, I'd also have to have video proof. Because I like being able to cite sources, you know? Like, I try to record every single price I come around. So if someone's like, I think he's just making it up, I can prove that I'm not. Because I feel like a lot of people think I do it just for entertainment value, without actually, what's the word? You know, verifying.
You said we're going to button 2?
Yeah, we're gonna head to Daymar, so we're gonna have to hit whatever orbital marker first. Give me 1 second. Let me clear 2,000, then I will plot.
OL1's distracted.
Looks like we'll have to get a little bit of altitude then. Yeah, see, that's what I'm on. I've got 2 monitors set up. Hey, Zero. That's not... that's not a bad idea. That does come back to the whole, like,
Yeah, I'm set up.
having to verify the prices, you know? Affirmative. I am spooling up. I am charged down, ready to jump.
Quantum drive is now
Quadrant.
on. Landing gear up.
Yeah, Zero. Now, if we could actually have, like, photographic evidence, like a timestamp, too. Timestamp would help tremendously. But, yeah, I wouldn't mind something like that at all. Hell, I could definitely put a stamp of approval on that, you know?
Can you hear me? My screen's frozen.
Affirmative. I can still hear you. Just lost a comm link, though. Yeah, like, as long as I could verify the price and the day, that's the part that matters the most.
I'm back.
Alright. We are zeroed for Daymar, ready for jump.
I'm ready to jump.
Quantum drive is now on.
Yeah, Zero, wouldn't mind talking shop. Now, I will let you know I have absolutely zero developing experience. In fact, I haven't touched a spreadsheet until Star Citizen came along, so keep that in mind. Like, I can check prices, I can put the videos together,
Is
but
now off.
I am useless when it comes to any sort of development. Yeah, Laramie, I see what you mean. Like, I'm pretty much locked here now until he actually arrives. Hey, Santiago, thanks for stopping by.
I had to step away for a little bit. Where are you at?
I am still in orbit above Daymar. I'm going to hit Bountiful Harvest first, just to finish up with the distilled spirits.
Okay.
But yeah, I can see where
Alright,
this.
I'm queued up.
All right, yeah, go ahead and punch it out. Yeah, I can see where Laramie was talking about this formation quantuming being an issue, though, because it pretty much locks me until everyone arrives.
Quantum drive is now on.
Oh, Laramie, I mean, it would be simple enough, like, literally just a recording, like, the audio doesn't even matter, because I usually strip the audio anyway, because half the time Spotify is playing in the background, or I'm singing along to something.
Quantum drive is now off.
Ooh, 10 years. That's a fairly impressive resume. There was, oh god, what's the name of that? There was someone working on a trading app. Don't know if it ever actually finished going through because it was a phone app. If you give me a second, I can probably tell you what. Let me get on the ground first. 'Cause texting while flying is probably not the best thing. Yeah, let me get on the ground first, and I'll take a look at it. It might just be, something worth taking a look at. Inspiration or seeing what other people are building. Why did I lose that? Yeah, I think that formation quantuming is actually messing things up. That literally just forced me out of spooling. I need like a state of trade logo along the side of the caterpillar.
Landing gear down.
Oh great, another outpost that hasn't actually loaded up.
Starboard impact warning. Front impact warning. Deck impact warning. Port impact warning. Landing complete.
I don't know, Zero. Every time I visited the guys at Security Post Korea, they've tried to shoot me. So I'm alright with that. If that puts them in a tizzy, I'll take it. Yeah, I could be wrong, but I get the feeling that there should be an outpost here. Hey, Necro, never mind, it finished loading in, finally. I was gonna ask if you could see it. Yeah, Laramie. I think we're probably going to have to break party, but we can still do Escort. Hey, Necro, since we've been getting all these quantum issues, if you want, let's break a party, but just do like a group chat so we can talk in that. That way we can still jump individually, and I'll just update you on where we're going. Ugh, 457. No stock. See, I feel like Bountiful Harvest gets hit the hardest.
Hello, testing.
Yes, it's coming through. Anything. Check 1, 2. Check. Is that coming through now?
Yes. Discord?
I'll have to get signed in.
I'm always signed in Discord.
Anyway, give me a bit here. Biggest issue with this Discord for me is like going push to talk versus voice activate at the moment, just because I'm doing some of the stream stuff. But let me get this recorded. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, sure.
And yeah, Zero. I do have Discord. Let me get this recorded. I will have you know though that I am absolutely terrible.
Even when I did stream?
Oh, I don't think I heard that. Alright, there we go. Yeah, let me get up in the air and figure out some Discord stuff. I don't know, like maybe I should set up like a Discord for the channel. Like, I don't know if we'd even need that. Necro, is this coming through at all?
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft.
Going to assume not.
Systems are online.
Alright, I might get around to actually setting up a Discord then. Okay, let's expand this. We'll make a... movement. Let's invite. There we go. Invite to channel. Movement.
Hello, testing.
Testing 1, 2. Is that coming through?
Yeah, I hear you. You hear me?
Yeah. Okay. So I would just want to test this for one more round, and if that
Okay.
fails, then I'll set up something for Discord.
Yeah.
You know, as soon as I get back into it, I'm gonna get.
Yeah, some of Discord. Discord doesn't have to be perfect. It's like a bare bones, general chat and voice chat until you decide to ban it.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Okay.
I could do like a direct call. I know as soon as I log back in, I'm gonna get hit with notifications, and seeing that little red number just gives me anxiety. So that's weird. What ship are you trading in? Is it acting like your like cargo grid is maxed out or what? Yeah, I'll set one up. It's not a bad idea, Zero. I know Galog was doing something
I
similar.
forgot to mention this, but it's not a party where I don't. Let's know.
Sorry, I had some engine noise. One more time.
We're not in a party anymore. I can't see your location.
That's fine. I'm gonna update, tell you which way I'm headed, because that formation was really knocking me about. Okay, so we're gonna jump to 141 for this one.
Got it.
Yeah, Death, that's not a bad idea. I think Galog was trying to do something like that. I don't know which way it went.
Is it that missile tab piracy now?
Sorry, I've got the quantum sounds going. Let me turn up audio right quick, because I think I have voice turned way down. Hey, James. You haven't missed a whole lot.
Quantum drive.
Tripper, that sucks. Good luck, man. Good luck with work. Hope it goes boring for you today. Right, why am I... It's not going to be in there. Yeah, let's turn that up. Alright, that should be a little bit better. I had that turned down by about 25%.
I asked, is it that missile tab cargo ships now?
I still have no idea what you said. So once I get down on the ground, we can switch to a Discord setup.
Sounds good. I posted my name in this in chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll go back and grab that. Yeah, I see it. 2491. You know, Death, I actually started up a loan system, and I am a terrible loan shark, because I think I have about 4.5 million in loans out that I am never going to see again. Like, I gave a guy the cash for a Prospector back in the day. And, like, I set up this whole, like, payment plan, too, where basically he would just, like, calculate 15% of everything he mined and then, you know, beacon it to me. And then, like, I caught up with him after a week or two. It's like, hey, man, how's it going? You know, are you enjoying mining? And also kind of a subtle, like, do you have any money to give me? And he goes, mining sure is hard. Ha ha ha. And then I never saw him again. Which, you know, I think we've been wiped since then anyways, so it doesn't really matter that much. I mean, you could be like a salmon shark or a whale loan shark, you know, big but nice, mostly toothless. Maybe like a lone sea turtle or a lone guppy.
Front impact warning.
I mean, like, maybe it could be done through an intermediary. Like, maybe I provide the capital through someone else, and then, like, the main group would, you know, worry about enforcing payment. Oh, yeah. Lessons learned for sure, William. Now, the thing is, though, it's good to get that out of the way this early, because, let's be honest, money doesn't matter at the moment. So, like, if someone burns me right now, the money doesn't matter, it all gets wiped eventually anyway, and I know not to trust that person. Alright, yeah, let me get these prices, and we'll swap to Discord. Bloody disgusting. Jesus. What? Okay, not only is the price $4.15, they're actually running out. They are running out. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, so yeah, you weren't kidding. Someone out there has got to be recommending Barrel. Jesus. Okay. Let me get that recorded. Disgusting. Like, literally, the corundum is cheaper and a better profit. Why aren't people running corundum? You can buy plenty of corundum. That is so disgusting. Yes, God, I will start a State of Trade Discord now, because I am slow at things. It'll probably give me like a day or two. Oh God, and my headset just died. So let me get that plugged in, because I have lost all sound. And we're back. There we go. Alright. Alright, Necro, give me 1 second. I will give you a direct call. I can actually get this going. And let's set up that push to talk.
Hello.
Hey, Necro, give me just 1 second. I'm going to set up this push to talk here.
Discord's way nicer, to be honest.
Yeah, it actually works. Okay. There we go. Let me just get back to the ship. From here, we're probably going to head to Shuban SCD-1.
Got it. My quantum spooling is stuck on my screen.
Exit ship, go back in? Or power off?
You think I'm gonna exit the ship while I'm in atmosphere?
I mean, you know, like turn to the right, so you go to the interior.
Okay, last time I did this, I splat into a skyscraper.
But just make sure cruise control's not on.
This is one reason why I was scared of 310 when I dropped. I was scared of doing deliveries. Cause like, someone said there's a bug that's common now, of where you get kicked out of your seat.
Your systems are
Oh, I think I've seen that bug. Doesn't happen to
Yeah.
me, but I've heard people talk about it.
It's disastrous when you have a single seat fighter with no interior. It just ejects you out of quantum sometimes.
Okay, get that issue on the Carrick elevator. And no, we are not having a party when Barrel hits 420. Barrel better not hit
It's
420.
Shubin, right?
Yeah, SCD-1.
And that's local.
Yeah, that'll be on this one.
Got it.
You know, if you need an announcer, I could always go.
There's only one Shubin
Announcer
facility,
mode.
right?
Yeah, Shubin Mining Facility, SCD-1. Yeah, Def, I could be available for that.
I keep getting pop-ups for quantum travel calibration complete by unknown. I
Yeah,
think it's trying to register the party still.
Yeah, it's still trying to count us in party. So once we complete Daymar, we might log. Just to
Might
get that
have to do a
fresh.
soft log.
Yeah, James. Oh god, I've had that so many times. Like you'll be halfway through Quantum, then it just like despawns your
I mean,
ship.
you think that Shubin, as a franchise, would have more facilities on the planet.
I think they've got one or two elsewhere, although don't quote me on
drive
where.
is now off.
Yeah, sure thing, Zero. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna copy paste that into Notepad so I don't lose it. All right, there we go. Now I got it, and where are we? There we are.
I posted a comment in stream, but there's been talk amongst people that trading is comparable in profit to mining now. 'Cause it's so bad.
I mean, yeah, and the thing is, it's comparable in profit to like a caterpillar. So people that are trading in things like freelancers, connies, they're actually being overtaken by prospectors, things like that. Not to mention, since there's no money investment to lose with mining, it actually makes mining the more attractive option. Oh, James, what were you in, dude? It's like I've had the despawn, but I haven't had that before, where it just takes off without you. It looks like we've got a player in a rock, most likely loading up a vehicle.
Roger.
Landing gear down.
It probably won't be much of a threat.
I mean, he could
Oh,
park threateningly.
yeah. I see 2 contacts on my radar.
Impact warning.
One of them's not
Yeah,
here.
rock in a ship, it looks like.
Front impact warning. Starboard impact warning. Front impact warning.
I think the Vendor Titan has problems, apparently.
Line.
What sort of problems?
Well, one, the light is not as strong as it probably should be. And another thing is the engines cut out at random times. I'm not sure it's all ships. But the most jarring thing is the fact that I can't disable the quantum drive spooling text.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be left over from party. So once we get Kudra, we can just do a quick relog. That should fix it.
So you're thinking that the text bug thing has to do with the party spool?
Most likely.
Okay.
Oh, that's a Freelancer Max he's loading that into. That is pretty roomy.
Yeah, so a max, from I know, can load 2 rocks back to back and have leg room to the sides. When I saw that, I thought that means that you can't load a rock inside a normal Freelancer and have leg room.
Oh, you can. I tested it out. So you pretty much have to run it up
On
against
both sides or one side?
just one side.
Got it. Okay.
But, you know, since it front loads, just, as long as you have one side, you're good to go.
So it can't be centered.
Yeah, like, you have to park it off kilter.
Got it. Okay. Like, one of the policies I think of whenever you're loading vehicles onto a ship, it has to be a comfortable fit, or else you get jank.
Yeah, like, you can still park it and, like, have a bit of space on one side. You just can't centerline it. See, like... Barrel is fine here. I don't know why people are doing... I guess they're just mixing it with the Agresium. You know, James, I have no idea. Like, I know someone said that a rock exploded and took out their carrack, or, like, threw it up into the atmosphere. So, I mean, I would probably say yes. That is disgusting with that gold. Tungsten? People are wiping out tungsten? I don't get that. Like, people are buying a bunch of
Is it a
corundum
good
off,
thing barrels
Time
rising
and
in
Mines.
price?
I mean, not for the people who are trading it.
Like, is it a bad resource to trade in?
It is literally the worst resource in the game aside from waste. Like 8% profit margin.
I can tell you, people on both hands counting people that trade in waste.
Well, barrel is the next worst thing.
So you can't make a profit off barrel.
Negative. Actually, give me 1 second. Let me look at my spreadsheet right quick, and I'll tell you the profits on barrel.
Because if people are buying up barrel, there has to be something good about it at this current point.
You know, a lot of it is just people trying to figure out what works. Like, okay, so for example, profit on barrel is 20,000 per load. That's in a Caterpillar. Your buy-in is 226,000. Like, corundum makes more for half the buy-in. Processed food makes more. Processed food makes way more. That's 20,000 a haul with a Caterpillar. Now, if you go to something like a Freelancer Max... Yeah, Freelancer Max is even worse. You make literally 4,300 credits a haul with a 48,000 buy-in.
There's a red contact on my radar.
Yeah? What is it?
Oh, it's the Freelancer Max.
Oh, that's weird. Oh well.
But there's no pilot.
Yeah, he just got into the rocks. He's probably about to load it up.
But it's registered as hostile. That's weird.
Yeah, James, that sounds about right. I've seen, like I said, a little bit of that before. Something about the ground vehicles just really gets messed up. Well, Zorb, if you've got 2 million UEC, what, like, have you tried mining?
Yeah, no one's in the rock.
Swore I literally just saw him get into it.
Unless it doesn't register him as being inside the rock. But life signs still show.
Well, Radar has this issue where it doesn't update sometimes.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft.
I'm gonna keep an eye on it.
Line.
Oh, that's why it's red. The Freelancer Max has been claimed
We're
by the
going
owner.
next.
We're gonna go to... Oh, wait. Wasn't using push to talk, slay me. Okay, that's why it's red. Looks like the owners actually claimed it. We're going to go to Kudra Ore next. Not the mine, but just the actual polling location.
Got it.
Yeah, Zorb, if you've got the 2 billion, I would probably go with a Prospector. I mean, the Max is nice, don't get me wrong. I love flying the Max, but I think you could probably make more with a Prospector right now than you could the Max.
The closed mine, right?
Negative, just Kudra Ore.
Got it. My quantum drive's not spilling for some reason.
Probably because we're about to get hit with a 30k. Yep, I am calling it. Well, that'll
Yep.
give us time to reset.
Yeah. Yep. 30k.
Ah!
I kicked down my channel.
Yeah, alright, so I'm just going to fully reload my client.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same. Actually.
Yeah, Zorb, actually, rock mining is pretty good too. So maybe buy the Freelancer Max, and if you have a rock, load the rock into that. Because you could make 220k a run with that thing. Hey, Scott, I don't know if it'll help, but now that all the mining outposts are on Microtech work, you can actually pick up astatine at those mining outposts and land right outside the TDD for New Babbage. So you don't even have to take the train. Like you can land, sell, get in, get out. Takes maybe 4 minutes tops, and you can actually be back out on the road again.
Oh, I saw someone mention the 890. There is another server I was in where we went to 890 jump, and the mission did not load in any NPCs or cutlasses, and we just like walked in and took the 890 jump.
Wow,
There
that
was nothing in there.
that sounds about right. That sounds like a Star Citizen mission to me.
Dude, that'd be if they allow black market selling of ships that we could just like steal. That'd be easy money.
Supposedly, something like that is coming in, but there's a lot of supposedlys with Star Citizen.
Yeah. You can invite me now if you want.
All right. Actually, see if you can join on me. That way, we don't get that party lock.
Yeah, but you're in the menu.
Oh yeah. 1 second.
I had a visual bug where it says loading, but not the main menu loading. But basically, I tab out and I tab back in, and it changes the screen.
Ugh. All right. I'm going to give it a start here. Here we go. We are launching. Well, Zorb, I
So
don't
you
know
know,
if it
like
would help.
the screen before the game pulls up, saying alpha type of stuff, and it says the companies that made the game,
Oh yeah.
and it's like the two black bars bottom top. That gets stuck on that screen, and I have to tab out and tab back in, and it shows up the actual game screen.
Ew, okay.
I'm
Yeah,
not sure if it's my shadow PC that does that, or if it's
that
the
might
launcher.
be. But yeah, Zorb. If you want, you are welcome to try mine out. I don't know if I'll be keeping the rock, but since they are, basically buffing it at the moment, it's profitable. Or James, just sell them to me at, Kraken Jack's Discount Drake Emporium, home of the Bargain Buccaneer. I plan to turn my Kraken into a used shipyard where we can buy, sell, wheel, and deal.
Oh, look at that. We're both the packs.
Hey, I pretty much live here, especially now that I can spawn caterpillars.
Let's disable party chat.
Alright, we should probably just go ahead and break party before we start getting the quantum bug issues. But
I guess you're right. Yeah.
yeah, I gotta tell you where we're headed next. Like I said, we're gonna do Kudra ore.
Well, actually, we don't have to disband party. We just don't have the quantum together.
Yeah, but it locks that though. Like it'll
Okay,
start telling
there.
you when people are calibrating everything else.
Got it. Okay, I'll just. Okay, there we go. Have you gone to the bar yet before?
Yeah, I'm still not impressed. Like the
Yeah,
bartender's cool and all, but
Yeah, it's cool and all, but it's still buggy, and you don't get hydrated when you drink alcohol, and they don't offer water.
I mean, alcohol usually doesn't hydrate you anyway. It makes you thirsty.
Yeah, yeah,
It's diuretic.
yeah. But they should offer water as part of the bar, to be honest.
Oh yeah,
Like-
that and peanuts.
What would be cool is if you ask for water, they call you a weekly at the bar.
I mean, I'm okay with it. I drink appletinis anyway. I'm used to it. Yeah,
Do you want
James.
to be a gunner in your caterpillar?
Yeah, if you want to.
What hangar you at?
Tell you what, it's probably gonna be Hangar 8. Let me despawn this thing though and actually kit it out. Because it's got the M series on there, and right now the M series are garbage.
Wait, is that cannon or a mass driver? I don't remember the name.
It's the laser cannon.
Are they gimbaled or fixed?
I mean, it'll be gimbaled since it's on turret, but they're not that great. Right now, repeaters are pretty much the king.
Yeah.
So, let me despawn this, and I'll throw some rhinos on it.
Are you gonna invest in the Talon series?
I bought one. I don't know if I'll keep it, but I did buy one, mostly just to get access to the helmet and see how that missile boat actually works in December.
From what my knowledge is, the Shrike, the missile payload, will probably be used in hit and runs. When they finally add missile operator, I'm hanging on to the idea that they're gonna allow us to manual fire them as an option without lock on.
I mean, here's hoping.
Yeah, here's hoping. Like, if they do it, that's gonna break the game in a number of ways. But it'd be cool. It definitely would make people who play Arma 3 happy. They already introduced stuff on the roadmap that is akin to Arma 3. Like, for example, weapon zeroing and weapon mounting. The way they describe weapon mounting is like you press a button and it hooks to a surface, like a bipod. But they don't have bipods, so. Now the only other thing I could pull from weapon mounting is
Oh yeah, Death. I would definitely take those beef
turrets, mounted turrets on ships. Like a Cutlass Black, for example, the doors, that open. So
Oh,
either
yeah.
that or FPS weapons mounted to things. Oh, I just learned something new. I was in your hangar, and when you spawned the ship, it kicked me out of the hangar.
Oh yeah, that's like a proximity field. Looks like it went back to Hangar 8 though.
Yeah. You're a big fan of the Avis stuff, right?
I mean, I literally just got it today. Like, usually I rock just like a standard red and white, so it goes with my Cutlass Red. It just happens to also kind of work with the Avis helmet.
I mean, if you unless you're colorblind, the Cutlass Black is more gray than white.
Yeah, but Cutlass Red is red, and that's what I usually
Oh.
fly.
Oh, right. Okay, I misheard you. I heard you say Cutlass Black, not red.
I mean, I fly the black, but, you know, the red gives me that nice medical bed, so when I keel over
Oh,
from
yeah.
thirst, I'm still on the scene.
The last stream you did, you mentioned taking the Cutlass Red and have a rock with you at the same time.
Oh, yes.
Did you test that?
Yeah, you can actually load it both ways. One is harder to get in and out of than the other. 1 second, sorry, let me actually get to my seat first here.
Should I be in a top turret or bottom turret?
Top turret will probably be better. If we're getting
Got it.
shot, I'll probably just hug the ground. A lot of people get tunnel vision and end up, you know, plowing into topography.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Yeah, see, Laramie, they also confirmed that the bird armor will be available to purchase in
So
game
I
as well.
heard that in the future, the side doors on the Caterpillar will open up and go down.
Yeah, they're actually supposed to have a lift capability for unloading and loading cargo. Granted, supposed to and will are two totally different things, but
So
maybe they'll
does
actually
that
keep to
mean
it.
technically you could have up to like more than 8 rocks in this thing?
I mean, if you could actually load them in, sure.
I mean, if you look specifically at the room in the cargo bays, there should be enough room for at least 2 rocks per bay.
There should be. If
Should
there
be,
are
that's
two
the
different
thing.
things.
Yeah.
And yeah, Zorb. Okay, so the reason that you do that is because you can use any ship to actually find rocks now. So you can load up on a Cutlass, go scanning with a Cutlass. That way you can cover a lot more ground and find rocks faster. We've got a jammer. I'm gonna run, see if it keeps up with us.
So Titan.
Quantum drive.
Yep, there we go. It's offline.
Yeah, when the Cutlass Blue was first introduced, people were saying that the range on the jammer wasn't really accurate because
Oh,
there are
it's-
people that escaped.
Garbage. It's only like 2 kilometers, and as sluggish as the ship is, it's super easy to break range.
Yeah.
Quantum drive is now off.
Oh. When I clicked staggered mode, it hit the button's not there anymore.
Check around. It might actually be on a keybind now, too.
Yeah, I'm gonna check keybinds real quick.
Is now on.
Yeah, Zorb. That's what I do. Because you can scan, but driving 2 kilometers on Selin or Daymar takes a lot longer than just flying there. Which makes me wonder how they're going to make ground vehicles so useful.
Quantum drive is now off.
And also, if you have something big enough, like a Freelancer Max, you could just deploy multiple rocks.
Are you doing firing?
Yeah, I'm just testing out because I put badges on this thing.
Got it.
I doubt we're going to meet anything at Kudra Ore, but it's just, you know, nice to make sure that it's ready.
It's good to double check. Be prepared.
we are landing. Wait one. If the outpost will spawn.
Oh, they haven't fixed the temperature issue with turrets.
Impact
Oh yeah, you're probably cooking up there, aren't you?
Well, I'm at 6 Celsius right now.
Yeah, if you want,
impact warning.
go ahead and get off turret,
Flood impact
and I'll just tell you if someone pops up on radar.
Got it.
Complete.
Or just, like, get in turret once we actually, you know, are down on the ground. Yeah, we should be fine here for now.
I'll hang out in the mess hall then.
Sounds good. Going down.
Hey, what's your daily carry for weapons?
Usually I go with Custodian, just because since the desync and everything else is so bad, rate of fire just in a small area just seems to be better. And most of the time if I'm shooting someone, it's within my own ship.
I heard a claim that someone could take out a light fighter with the custodian with a few mags. Because it's an energy weapon.
I mean, there's a chance, I guess.
Like, if anything, if that actually happened, it would have been the pilot being dumb because he sat there and took it.
I mean, like, I've bested doors down with a Custodian before, so it makes
Are
sense.
you serious?
Oh yeah.
Like, how'd that go down?
Like enough that you can actually board them.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean now. You said bust down the door. I thought you just, like, hit the button the stock on the door and it opened.
Oh no, I mean like just actually using weapons to do it. All right, give me 1 second. Let me get prices here. I'm gonna go off comms for just a little bit.
Got it.
Yeah, looks like prices aren't as bad at Kuja. Of course, this place gets a little bit less traffic due to that's kind of messed up. Get the chat up there. Boom. Yeah, since we have no armistice here, I guess there's a lot less people. Granted, that one SCU of the Grecium could say otherwise.
Oh, in response to why load a rocket to a ship, if you have more rocks in a ship for transport, you can, if you have the people, you can get more minables done.
And there we go. Alright, so we have completed everything in the Crusader area.
How does it look? Economy wise.
I mean, prices are sky high.
I don't know the wrong things, right?
And the wrong things, right things. Looks pretty standard. Fluorine is back to being regular. Max pricing over at Deacons and Hicks, so the run from ArcCorp 157 to Deacons is open again. So anyone out there looking for a quick run with Fluorine, 157 to Deacons is good. And from here, we will head to Hurston.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online. Landing gear up.
On the SC Leaks Discord, there is a discussion about certain features, ideas for things. There is talk about e-warfare, and it says like if
Quantum drive.
the most likely thing they're gonna do for the data runner is they're gonna probably allow
Is now
us to create scripts of code to use in hacking warfare. So they would develop a code system just for the game. That was speculation.
quantum drive.
See, I feel like Star Citizen, like CIG in general, just micromanages too much stuff to allow that. I feel like they'd probably put in like pre-made blocks or pre-made codes,
yeah.
just so everyone has like that equal playing field.
Well, that means how far are they gonna go for realism?
No, Death.
On some
No, you
occasions
don't.
they say they want to be as realistic
Don't you do that,
as
Death.
they can for a space sim, and then some things that are realistic that they don't want to do because it's too much.
Yeah, like they micromanage way too much. They say they want to go for realism, but I feel like they're only going for like graphical realism. It's just a lot of things that they cut off so they can maintain the system
Control.
that they want. And where as far as the prices go, okay, so this sounds super dumb, but I literally just take a video clip of the prices, and then I go from there. I mean, I could start putting them into a spreadsheet, just so there's actually like a weekly spreadsheet. Now, the thing is, those prices do change, so really I'm just tracking the extremes, like the highs and lows. But,
Then I'll put a disclaimer in the spreadsheet saying this is the highs and lows. That is only accurate on a weekly basis.
yeah, because, I mean, it's just, like, it's so hard to keep up with. And, yeah, Death,
Well-
that sounds like it with a minigame. That would probably be the way that it's going to go.
Here's just an idea to pitch to you. Instead of you having to do this every week by yourself, if you make a Discord, you can allow us to donate information to you so that you can work with that as well.
Yeah, that's true.
The only reason Gala doesn't really work for accurate pricing is because no one puts in the time and it takes too much work. So if we come down to it, as we as a community work together, we could make it easier for you.
Maybe. Like, my biggest thing is, like, I don't want to try to compete with Galag, I guess, is like, my biggest issue there. Oh, hey, ISC just dropped.
Yeah, I saw that.
Death, was there anything interesting in it? Don't
Well,
you dare. Don't you dare upload that to YouTube. If you do, you make that a private video. Like, not even unlisted.
The video dropped.
Oh, yeah, no, he's talking about doing barrel runs and
the
putting in the
spreadsheet?
credits.
I still have a spreadsheet.
Oh, no, he's making fun of me with barrel.
Oh.
Yeah, Coyote, that's really what we need. In fact, if they would actually put in manufacturing outposts with the
Well,
ability to
actually,
buy
they said
refined
farming.
goods.
They said literal farming will be a feature.
Yeah, I
They're on
mean,
record saying that.
that's coming, but like now they could just put an outpost with like refined goods, and that would give smaller trade ships a way to compete with the bigger ones, because that way you actually have like high value but low quantity stuff. But like yeah, that's desperately what we need. In fact, if we could actually just pick that up from cities, so we actually have a reason to trade more to cities.
Yeah. There right now the supply and demand is not a dynamic. It's like static, depending on what the dev said. Once they add quantum in the fullest extent, I'm pretty sure we'll see like a dynamic shift in supply and demand at these outposts in cities. Because right now, literally, there are cases in Port Losar where they have no water. Period. In both wings.
Yeah, because the actual water stock is actually affected by all servers. So when you're trying to buy water, you're actually competing with everyone else on other servers.
Yeah, and no one trades water at that station. Or is water tradable?
It's not.
Cargo wise.
It's not.
Okay, I was making sure because if it was,
Quantum drive
that says
is
something.
now off.
All right, and once we get all the Hurston prices, we'll probably wrap up because it is going to get semi-close time to me actually cooking dinner here in a bit. I wanted to get started earlier today, but I had a few errands to run.
Are you in Canada or the US?
The U.S.
Okay,
But my
'cause, like,
sleep schedule is garbage.
oh, okay, because it's like he sounds from the US, but his sleep schedule doesn't make sense. Cause like I'm over by Texas and it's like 3:33 p.m.
Quantum drive is now
Yeah, like I'm currently in Arkansas. I happen to wake up at like
Oh,
2 a.m. Not for any particular reason. That's just where I'm set up at the moment.
me personally, I wake up around like 5, 6 a.m. and I go to sleep around 9, 10 p.m.
Yeah, like technically this hour is when I start winding down. I mean, give it 2 or 3 weeks and I'll be on the opposite end.
In response to Maurice, the what I understand is they go for full realism and then they dial it back to being fun. So from the outset, they want to be as realistic as possible, but they understand it's a game, so they pull it to the bare minimum of where fun will be. That's what I noticed.
Oh god, Coyote, you went there. You went full on ice pirates. How dare you?
Oh, if they add toilet paper as a commodity, toilet pirates.
I mean, there's already Spaceballs the toilet paper.
Yeah,
But yeah, Maurice, I'm there with you. I really hope they don't forget that it is a game. Like I don't mind more arcadey aspects. And give me 1 second. I need all hands here for landings. So.
well, in regards to the realism contained Star Citizen, it feels more akin to a milsim game
impact warning.
than an arcade game, because like I know that for Gears of War, looking for like a Battlefield style
Rear impact
game mode,
warning.
but
Landing
when in
complete.
play in PU,
Launch
there's I would compare it more to an Arma in some regards, in terms of realism. If you know what Arma is.
Oh yeah, I played Arma.
So like I see a lot of comparisons with Arma, but people don't make those comparisons all the time because one's a space game, one's a modern day milsim game. But they are adding things that are in other tactical shooters. So there's a mixture that looks weird to the outsider.
Yeah, Worm, sorry to get back to you so late there, but yeah, I feel like once we actually have that, when things start to matter, you'll have everyone like closely guarding their own trade prices. Like that's a big thing. Like I've tried to remain impartial, so I'm not on like any particular side when it comes to that. So that's my my biggest issue when it comes to possibly competing with anyone making programs, apps, things like that. Wow, Astatine took a nosedive. 701. Jeez, that's essentially base pricing.
In regards to safeguarding prices and all that stuff, you do know that there may be some orgs that safeguard certain routes and don't tell people the prices that are best for them. Because there are some orgs who understand the the profitability of keeping information private. That's why you don't see a lot of people knowing how to exploit UEC, because the orgs that do know about it keep it within their org. Because like in 3.9, there were Australian servers where people were duping UEC like
Oh yeah.
for hours, and no one would know what org they're from. But we know they're an org because multiple people duping at the same time.
Oh yeah, there were huge groups doing it. Literally billions on the market.
Yeah.
And I know there was one person doing it who got into the trillions when it came to duplicating all of his mining stuff.
Yeah, and he just sort of accidentally.
Oh, Maurice, buddy, I want to fill up. I do. Tell you what, if titanium is good, I will buy titanium and run it into Everest because I need to check the titanium prices there anyway. Because if I buy that astatine, I'm either going to have to quickly truck it back to Alisar, or oh, that's tempting. I'll check Ryder. Let me check Ryder.
Actually, if you notice, if you ever go to an apartment in Babbage, for example, the hangar, the closed storage is too high up, where you have to get a step stool to get into it.
Yeah, that just means no one's going to rifle through your stuff.
Yeah, but like everyone's the same height, and that means that if you try to reach for hangars, you have to get like a step stool. But if you're designing like an apartment for humans, that's kind of annoyance, to be honest.
A lot of CIG's metrics are way off. I mean, their ground vehicles alone are massive.
Interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Yeah, like, so did you see that comparison side by side about the Nova tank versus modern day tanks?
Yeah.
But like in lore, 4 of those tanks were able to hold off an army during the Tavaran War.
Well, a lot of their
Like
lore...
a small army. A small army.
Yeah, a lot of their lore is very inconsistent. And yeah,
Like,
Maurice.
inconsistent in
Ada,
like what aspect?
Ada and astatine, that's my main run too. 'Cause, like, while everyone's doing titanium and laranite, like, very few people are going for the astatine. So usually you can get in and out pretty quietly.
You mentioned the lore's inconsistent. Like, can you give me an example? A good example?
Drive is now.
Yeah, there was an issue with something with the Banu homeworld a while back. Same thing with
About like the routes?
yeah, some of the routes. There was some inconsistency with like the Drake stuff. Like for example, Drake was founded. I think it was 2845, 2841, one of those. It was founded by Jan Dredge. However, she didn't actually give up the ownership of Drake until 2948. So, she has been around for an ungodly amount of time. Like, she's basically hitting like 200. Like, when
Well,
it comes
okay.
to...
So, I'm pretty sure she's spending a lot of money extending her life, because like, in a modern day, you have people who extend their lifespan because of organ transplants.
See, I actually asked Dave Haddock that, because I actually met him at the 2018 CitizenCon. Like, you know, what the lifespans are for humans, and he said that it hasn't really changed much, like 120, 130. So there's some inconsistency with just how old Jan Dredge actually is.
Oh, I guess at that point, the question is, how far along is medical technology? Like, could it be that it's only the rich can pay for life extendance?
Starboard impact warning. Front impact warning. Landing complete.
Sorry, I had to touch down there. Yeah, they said it's pretty much just, you know, stays the same, like 130 at most. And yeah, Coyote, I want you to know.
I have to join you because I don't have access to the ship. I'll be locked inside.
Oh, sure. Yeah, Coyote, it's... Oh, God. I hope you guys know I do a lot for you, because I could be making tons of money right now. I could be making tons. but I want to make sure prices are updated. I want to get this out, so I will take information over profit.
Oh wait, I thought we were planet side.
We are planet side.
Correction, I meant to say at a port.
Ah, yeah, no, we're still at Ryder. Because we're checking both ports here, then we'll be moving on to probably Aberdeen. Oh. Yeah.
Hey, do you personally think they will allow players in the future to, like, electronically unlock their vehicle?
Eventually. And by eventually, I mean, you know, probably 3 to 4 years from now. Alright, so the astatine is at 770 here, so for whatever reason, we're not seeing a lot of movement at Woodruff, which is weird because it has the higher refresh rate.
Is there overall, like, a low astatine buying?
I mean,
Since 310?
I don't know, like the lowest refresh rate is around ArcCorp 157 and Benson. And that's just because everyone hangs around there, so they kept it the lowest. Give me 1 second. Let me get prices here, so I'll be off comms for a second. Not a lot of stock either. This may have just been hit recently too. Usually stock is not that bad. Yeah, Cody, I have noticed that. Like there are no wheelchairs, no ramps. Like in the year 2950, no one is compliant with the ADA. All right, coming back, we'll be heading to Aberdeen next. I can get through the storm that's not actually showing. Yeah, I want to go back and buy that cheap astatine so much.
Your systems are online.
It's not like I even really need the money though. No.
Hey, did you notice that in the U.S. that there's less truckers going to cities now?
Yeah, I've heard there's a few of that going on, especially with the Corona stuff.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, it's prosthetics. Prosthetics are more commonplace. A robot with prosthetics in 2950.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to lose an arm and a leg.
Drive is now on. Landing.
That is the first thing I'm doing. I am dying about 2 or 3 times getting myself some prosthetics. And Maurice, it's totally because they just copy-paste their airlock system and don't feel like actually updating it. Because everything is a copy of something they have previously done.
Quantum drive is now off.
Oh, so you know why airlocks kill you in your helmet? It's because they take the air out of the airlock when it switches, which is dumb. You're on a beautiful planet.
Quantum drive is now on.
Should be just a one-way door. Just have 2 doors.
Yeah, that's what I say, like, they get, you know, super lazy with it, so they just do the copy-paste. And I doubt we're going to see anything out of the ordinary here at Norgard, but just to check, guess that's what we're here for. And yes, Coyote. Star Cyberpunk. I am excited for Cyberpunk. So excited, I have done absolutely no
I
research
know
on it.
the Reclaimer is an Aegis ship. Shouldn't it be a Drake ship?
The Reclaimer? No, not at all. That's armor.
Oh yeah, I see your angle now.
The thing is way too thick to be Drake. That and
Yeah.
Aegis is the poster boy of Star Citizen, so that and Mist get all the ships.
Oh, so you know how Misk is hated for its viewpoints as players? Do you know that in the lore, consumers, like NPCs, hate Misk for that reason too? But they buy it anyway because they're like they have a monopoly mostly on trucking in space.
See, like, I actually kind of like the viewports on the Mist ships, like Freelancer, Starfarer. I
Yeah,
actually feel like those are
too.
really good views. I mean, it's not a ship you're using in combat anyway.
I personally don't care about viewports as much as other people do. Primarily because I just have glass to see through. That's it.
I mean, it's fair. And like I said, it's an industrial ship, so a viewing angle isn't something you really need to worry about. Jesus, that is a
It's
lot
more
of
about
rocks off the port.
protection.
Sorry, there's like a good 10 rocks down there.
Landing gear.
Worm, give me just a second. Let me land, and then I'll be able to read that. I feel like I'm going to crash and burn if I'm trying to read it right this second.
Front impact warning. Port impact warning. Landing complete. Weapons offline.
Yeah, Worm, I think you're onto something there. I feel like that'll lead to a lot of that inter-org, like, sabotaging
Oh,
corporate
wormhole?
combat.
I think that can be exploited. Say this. So that happened. They are most popular resource to be used by common players. What's to stop them from putting false information of resources to redirect players away from the most valuable resource on the market? And since the most trusted website for it.
Be here for just a few minutes while this place reloads. You know, Maurice, I'll check. I'll check once get off this rock. Oh no. Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I went too far forward and fell through it, but I didn't die this time. Just waiting for it to... There we go. Yeah, Scott, I
Supposedly
think...
the pop-in should be fixed in like 0.1b.
Yeah, Scott, I think you're
They
right.
said that's
but
one of the things trying to fix in PTU.
Alright, give me 1 second while I record these prices. Yeah, like, the barrel thing. Like, people are just trading so much barrel. So I'm wondering if someone is, you know, trying to
Oh,
get people to move
I think
barrel.
Maurice is right. So everyone's buying up barrel, right? So maybe there's a false report that barrel is better now.
I mean, I still feel like, because, was it you who said that Galog was actually recommending Barrel not too long ago, Death, or was that someone else? I know someone said it was actually recommending it for some routes.
Let me check real quick.
Because the sell price is still, what, 441, right?
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Oh, right, the rocks. Let's go check these out.
So for the barrel routes, what are you looking for information wise?
Literally just what the buy-sell price is, or mostly what the sell price is. Is it 441 still?
Okay, so it says here that the the profit margin is 0. Wait, so buy price, right?
Buy and sell price. So, buy price should be 406, sell should be 441.
Okay, I'm not supposed
Maurice,
to look at
you were
routes.
right. There was some actual barrel in at least one of these rocks.
Okay, so the buy and sell price of barrel is buy is 4.05 and sell is 4.41.
Yeah, so it's like an 8.2% profit margin.
It's an
8.20.
8% margin and a profit is 0.36.
Yeah, that's disgusting. So I don't know why people are trading it all of a sudden.
Do you want to know what the routes are recommended, people?
Let me guess. Daymar to Alisar.
Alright, so the top 3 routes for barrel is Lyra to CRL1, Calliope to CRL1, and Daymar to CRL1. So the
Doesn't make
top
much
3
sense.
are going to CRL1. Sorry, I meant to say CRUL1, my bad.
Yeah, no worries. That's an oddball route. That doesn't make sense. That is horrendously inefficient.
Well, personally, I've learned not to trust the top 3 routes, because I've been told there's always better routes.
Yeah, like those are super inefficient, especially when you can just run it from Daymar straight to Alisar, staying in the same system with a super quick turnaround. Yeah, Wormhole, I feel like as soon as they did that, they would just lose all their credibility. I really don't feel like that would be in the best interest of anyone.
The only reason I would see it's beneficial is if we had more than 10 systems available, and there was a system that was so riddled with the highest payable resource that they send them away from that resource and then they get rich. Like more than they would ever need. That's the only reason I would do that.
Short-term gain, I just don't think it's worth the hit to your reputation in the long term.
Yeah, a sane person wouldn't do that. But there are insane orgs out there that could break the mold.
Quantum drive is now off.
Coyote, there was, hold on, let me land and I'll look at it. But there was an app that someone was attempting to develop that did include time in the routes. You know, Tio, I actually made a tutorial on how to use Galog for people who, were not prepared for it.
Distance is listed in Galog. but it's never used.
Yeah, that's fair. Of course, that Gallic tutorial's pretty old now, too.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say time, but distance is also listed. Time's always 0 for some reason.
Landing gear.
Yeah, probably a feature they haven't fully implemented yet.
So the profit that I'm seeing, the top 3 is like 20k per barrel, full caterpillar load.
Yeah, what's that buy-in, though?
The
Like what, 228,000 for a barrel full of cat, or a caterpillar full of barrel?
the cost is 229,000.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Front impact warning.
That's a high risk.
Deck impact warning.
But I have a suspicion
Impact warning.
that the people running barrel runs are not in the big ships. They're probably newer players in freelancers.
I don't
Or
know.
whatever stutter they have.
There's enough of it moving to make me wonder.
If anything, if they're new players, they're probably running rentals.
That is true.
That's a reasonable suspicion.
Yeah, the rental system has helped a lot of people. There's just not a lot of in-game resources when it comes to actually learning how to trade.
Yeah.
Oh, Tio, no, don't do it to me, buddy.
Have you used the guide system yet?
I've used it a couple of times. I should probably make myself more available for it.
The only people that wanted to use me in their guide system before, they tell me they want to do it. We get in game, and when the next day happens, they don't respond back to me. So the people I interact with, they don't want to commit to a guide. Like, I have all the time in the world.
Like a lot of it too is it just takes so long to actually get anywhere in Star Citizen. Like a lot of people want a casual game that they can pick up, play for a little bit, and put back down. And
Unfortunately, not that game.
yeah, Star Citizen is not that. Like it'll take you an hour and a half just to meet up with someone. Not to mention trying to teach them how to actually do something. You're looking at several hours.
It will at least take a half an hour just to do a single activity.
Yeah,
But
you know,
like to get to it.
if not more. So
Yeah.
that's a big issue there.
Now, I would say the casual crowd should wait a few years for them to add local activities that don't require space travel. So, say, like, something to do inside a city that pays, like, a decent wage, but it's entertaining enough for them want to do it over and over again. I think the casual crowd would like that.
You know, Coyote, actually, you might be onto something there. Assuming that the higher prices are better profits. Because a lot of people just do the buy and sell, and they don't actually factor up the numbers.
Actually, Coyote makes a good point. There was an org I hanged out with a few months ago where that was their thing. The leader of the org would literally would buy a full caterpillar and a full carrot and didn't care about the profit, just that he made some money. And he would actually pay multiple pilots to run ships to do a single run. And he would just sit there at the terminal selling and buying.
Yeah, that's I'm gonna go on that one. Yeah, Cody, it's okay. It's about as safe as it can be. We've got our money back. Things are still a little unstable, but you can make money. In fact, Woodruff right now is a great place to pick up some low astatine. And the fluorine run from 157 to Deacons is open once again.
Yeah, this whole idea of swapping ahead on a prospector is a risk because it's an exploit. And if you get a 30k and you have a helix head on a prospector, then if you do not take the helix head off before you go back into the server, you lose the helix head. And that's a risk on your investment.
Yeah, it's a total exploit, but as buggy as Star Citizen is, exploited anyway.
The whole helix head exploit with the prospector is an accepted exploit in the community. It's
Yeah.
not frowned upon.
Because the rental's pretty much useless if you're going with the basic.
But I will say, a non-modified rental prospector, if you get enough of them, you can mine Quantanium. If you have like a group of friends, like you can mine Quantanium with multiple prospectors hitting the same route. So if you don't want to risk losing money on a helix head for a rental, I suggest get some randoms and just rent prospectors and mine Quantanium together. But make sure you have good communication via Discord or another reliable program, because it requires careful coordination. Because it's risky to not use helix heads to begin with.
Yeah, Scott. Usually I am very against the exploiting. But man, if that's actually causing some 30Ks.
Now, the whole risk for the 30k, you do not lose the helix head if you take it off the prospector before you go on the server. If you go in the hangar via the menu, it'll still be on the prospector. So if you take it off before you enter the server, you'll still have the helix head. But the problem is you gotta remember to take it off.
Oh, Patrick, keep that run quiet. That's like my second hangout right there. That's like usually my main run. Whew.
I personally don't use the exploit because I don't want to risk that.
So yeah, I've already got a prospector. Man, okay, so I found an exploit back in 3.7, 3.8, where you could double your cargo. I'm actually the one who discovered that you could sell stolen cargo by parking a ship on the 890. Just unfortunately, not a lot of pirates happen to own 890 jumps, but they did get access to reclaimers. But yeah, I actually discovered a lot of those exploits, and I found out if the owner of the 890 and the owner of the ship parked on it sell at the same time, they both get the amount. They actually can both sell. And they finally fixed that one, but yeah, you could totally sell the cargo twice over and make ridiculous profit, because one was literally 100% profit. And I tried to keep that one as quiet as I possibly could until they patched it.
So, are you able to still sell stolen cargo?
Yes you can. And it's even easier now since Grimhex can take 890s.
Starboard impact warning.
So, are you able to sell stolen cargo from a stolen ship? Or
yes,
you have to blow up a ship in order to take the cargo?
No. You save the ship. So, 1 second. Let me get up here.
Because I remember that in 3.9 you couldn't sell things and if someone else owns the ship.
You can. The way you have to do it is you have to merge their cargo grid onto the cargo grid of a ship that you own.
Oh, okay.
And it can be done with the Carrick to a degree, the Reclaimer for sure, and the 890. 1 sec. I've got to reroute this push to talk button. Well, Patrick, I just stopped by Woodruff, and prices were pretty much stock. So, you're good there. I would definitely go hit up Woodruff. Oh yeah, Tio. That's a fun one. But yeah, basically what you would do is you'd park the ship on the hangar deck of the 8-9 jump. And you could do it with just about any ship. Some of them were harder than others. Like Constellation was near impossible. Freelancers, Caterpillars, those are a little bit easier. And then you would fly it into the cell area of Grim Hex. Oh wow, titanium's actually gone down a bit. But yeah, you could sell anything. You can also do it with a reclaimer. You basically have to force the ship inside it, and that puts it on the cargo grid. The Carrack can pick up freelancers and smaller ships with its nose. And those will force that cargo grid. But as long as their ship is attached to yours, you can sell their stuff at Grim Hex or in basically any place that takes stolen cargo. And that is legal, or I say legal, legit piracy. It just sucks that you have to force it with, merging cargo grids.
Was there ever talk of ray tracing being implemented?
Now that I have no idea on.
Because of the amount of games that could get more players, they add ray tracing as like a marketing would probably be Star Citizen. Because a fool would like be on that train
I mean,
without knowing what Star Citizen is.
I feel like they need to improve a few things before they try to go for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. There's definitely need to be some more optimization to get Vulcan in. But I think there are certain things that would benefit a lot from ray traced shadows or ray traced lighting. I'm not talking about reflections at all. I'm just talking about like lighting and shadows, because there are certain lighting sources that do not cast light or shadows. And I know that it's hard to simulate light and shadows sometimes.
It's not really a thing that I've ever, worried about too much.
Your systems are online.
I am someone who cares a little bit too much for graphics. That's why I got sucked into Star Citizen. Well, Coyote, that's already a thing. There's this thing in the cockpit. It's called lock and unlock from the cockpit seat. If you lock it, you can't enter the ship unless you have a cutter. Like if you have an oxy cutter attachment for your tool, then you can cut open a door.
Patrick, tell me about these lazy traders who can't even check it for themselves. Like, what are you running trade with, man?
Landing gear up. Quantum drive is now on.
Well, people who are so burnt out of Star Citizen will have the mentality of not wanting to go physically to the locations and waste time. Oh, yeah, go to you. Totally. I'm hands down with that.
Oh no, looks like we're, dang it. And we didn't reset at Everest.
Drive is now off.
30k?
Possibly, looks like everyone's calling it. Although, I don't feel like attempting to get on my seat to find out. Oh yeah, Coyote, I know what you're talking about. Like, making sure they actually can't take off. Like, if you could actually have, like, launch codes? Yep, there we go. I might have to go ahead and call it
You know what? Jack,
Alright.
you might have persuaded me to get back into streaming soon.
That's not bad. Takes a lot of time.
I just gotta replace my graphics card before I start streaming again because I cannot rely on Shadow. Because with Shadow, I made the mistake of streaming, and whenever Shadow dies, my stream also dies. And there's no way to let the people know that I cut out because of Shadow. So it really pisses people off sometimes.
I'd say definitely, upgrade the graphics card and come back at it.
Yeah.
See, Death, like, I'll do that. I like to just go buy, like, random things and trade it just to, spice it up. Avoid the meta sometimes. But I know where this is going. You don't have to complete the rest of that setup. I see the setup that's coming.
Well, it was nice flying an Escort and hang out with you.
Yeah, man. I'm just gonna make a
Yeah.
quick run out there with a Cutlass Red to get the prices, and then I'm gonna call it.
Yeah. Whenever you make the Discord, hit me up and I'll join.
Yeah, I'll make a post on YouTube, like one of those little status update posts,
Got
and
it.
I'll
Okay.
put the link in there.
Well, enjoy your time. I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, but have a good one.
You too.
All right, yeah. So we're gonna make a quick run with the red because that's got our XL1. We're gonna take that because I don't want to leave the prices around Hurston half done, and that thing will move a lot faster than the Caterpillar, and I don't really need the stock. It's Laranite. We know the stock is low, so we'll make a quick run out there, check Magda, and we'll call it from there. Hey Tio, I'm not the one developing the app. Patrick, maybe you're right there. No, Death. If anything is the John Cena of commodities, it's all these outposts because I cannot see them at least for 2 to 4 minutes. Oh god, are people going to ERP? Come on. Give me that cringe in chat. Oh god, I live for cringe. Alright, Red, where are you? Where's my baby? There she is. Oh, right. Shoot. The app. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, Tio. I totally forgot. I am terrible at running an org. Yes, thank you. I will go accept that once I am done. Yeah, sorry, like I said, things have been so, like, slow and sleepy when it comes to, like, doing any sort of, like, multi-crew that we've pretty much just fallen off. See, Necro, you say that. I really enjoy that cringe, It's like an explosion.
Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Like, you wanna view it. You wanna see what happens. But you wanna see it from a safe distance.
You are clear to launch.
Launch complete. Landing gear up. Port.
Oh, no, we clipped. Oh, I thought we were gonna pull that off. Oh, well.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Obstructed. What? What are we obstructed by? Oh, that big rock I'm about to hit. Oh god, that was close. Alright, we're just gonna get out of the belt. And we've got jump lag. Alright, well, this server's probably not that long for this world.
Quantum drive.
There we go. You know, Death, actually, Shadow Moses is buying merits. They actually put a price on the, on Spectrum. So, yeah, you could actually grind up those merits and sell them to Shadow Moses. They're actually buying hardcore right now. Wait, Scott, did you put 4 rocks in a Carrack? Oh, nice, Scott. Yeah, that sounds like a tight fit. You know, Death, I pulled Price of Freedom myself. I think I ended up with 26 infractions. Like, it was ridiculous. And, like, some AI bounty hunter destroyed my ship, but they came in a Valkyrie. So I actually used my custodian to bust the door down and steal their ship. Took a ride over to Korea. And while I was hacking my stat down, I had 3 bounty hunters come into Korea. So while I'm hacking my stat down and having to get these infractions one at a time, I keep adding more infractions for assault and murder. So it was just this massive, like, back and forth, because, like, by the time I would finally get that infraction down from killing them, they would be back. So it was just, oh, it was awful. Okay, like, is the Constellation actually able to hold vehicles now? God, pizza sounds so good. I might just not cook tonight. I might just order pizza. Like, I know it's absolute trash for me. Oh god, pizza. Yeah, because the Connie is still, like, dropping vehicles through, isn't it? Yeah, death. Like, it is so hard to actually get it down. Like, it's almost faster just to go to jail, do, like, one of the repair missions, or, you know, go mining, than it is to actually go to Korea and, like, try to knock it down. Like, when you have to hack down each individual one, like, it's just so annoying. Like, why can't we just, you know, Control Shift A, select all? Oh god, did we go to Lathan or Bezdek? I don't remember. I guess we'll just hit both, just to be safe.
Quantum drive is
Okay, so 4 stops before we wrap up for the day. Okay. Well, thanks for confirming that, Patrick. That's not what I wanted to hear, but thanks for confirming it. Coyote, were they getting crime stat increases for that?
quantum drive is now off.
Ah, thank you, Wormhole. Well, that saves me some time.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now
At least prison isn't, you know, that bad to get out of. I mean, especially now with the whole, like, you know, fix the station things. You do like 2 of those and you're out. And they're like 5-minute missions. Ooh, this thing does not like to roll in atmosphere. Wow, that is painful.
landing.
Jeez. That's weird. I don't have my scanner, so I cannot scan those rocks. Oh, it's because I've got... Of course, I can't scan. Festinite, tungsten... Festinite... I just want to see. Hold on. Got someone on radar. Caterpillar. So we better get these prices before they start
Impact warning.
skewing our stock.
Deck impact warning. Front impact warning. Landing complete.
And granted, we're going to beat them to the ground. Yeah. Barrel, tungsten. A lot of Hephaestonite, though. Yeah, Death. They actually do have those now, and they make a lot of merits. Yeah, Patrick, I'm gonna go back and scan them once I get these. Just because that's a lot of Hephaestonite. Like, an enterprising trader could actually... Not a trader, miner could actually make some money there. Yeah, Worm, you and me both. Like, I can do that in Pulsar Lost Colony. Why can't I do that in Star Citizen? Wow, those prices are almost the exact same. So, let's get this recorded. Clip. I don't even know why I use the slider. I mean, like, when on a bigger ship, I can use it to actually measure inventory. See if someone's been there recently, but, I think it's just there's actually movement on screen instead of just being a um, stock image. No worries, mate. Just checking prices. Oh, we should up wearing the same thing. How embarrassing for me. Alright, on to Magda, and then we will be wrapping up. I guess I could set this while I'm here. That I'll need it, but just in case.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Well, Death, lucky for him. Oh, right, the rocks. Lucky for him, he had a slightly different setup. Alright, where was I? Hephaestonite. 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 Tungsten. Hephaestonite. Bexolite. Wow, that is 10% Bexolite. That is a good rock. I mean, most of it's garbage. 10% Bexolite's pretty good. Yeah, Death, we're gonna let it slide for now. Like, he's got the same helmet, but we are rocking slightly different setups. And Cody, I haven't checked Humboldt yet. I might check it just, you know, to check, because I love Humboldt. So maybe after Magda, I might just do Humboldt, then log.
The quantum drive is now on.
Yeah, Doyle, that's the thing. Like I love Magda. Like Magda looks great. Like it has such a diverse palette back and forth, like the blue and orange. But there's just really no reason to come here with mining equipment. Like there's not a lot to actually
Drive is now
to mine.
quantum
But look at that.
drive.
Like we went from that soft, like toothpaste blue, to this chalky orange. Like Magda is beautiful, but there's not much here, and that makes me sad. Like I want a reason to actually come here. Oh, and I still have to check all the outposts on Hurston itself. I'll do that later. I've been at this for a while now anyway. Alright, let's get ready for landing.
Gear down.
Oh, look at that, we're lined up. Hole in the way, we can deal.
Front impact warning. Deck impact warning. Port impact warning. Landing complete.
Nice and smooth. Yeah, like this place gets hit hard when it comes to diamonds since it's so close to Lorville. Like, it's just such a beautiful moon. But unfortunately, everything goes to Ariel and Ada, which, don't get me wrong, you know, Ada is nice. You know, Ariel is good. It's just not this, you know? Like, this place just looks majestic. Hey, look at that. 585. Alright, let's get that recorded. So, good news is, diamond from here is not a bad idea. At the moment, anyway. For anyone who doesn't have the amount for running acetine. Yeah, of course the lights are still on. You think they'd actually figure out their whole dynamic light thing? They have to build the tools from the ground up to figure out light switches. You know, they really should just install one of those timers. Come on, they sell them at Best Buy, Home Depot, Lowe's, Bunnings, if you're in Australia. I think it's Bunnings. I could be wrong.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Alright, this outpost, then, for fun, we'll go check out Humboldt, see how Humboldt is going. Looks like trade has been a little low today. Which, I mean, I'll take it.
Quantum drive is now.
I mean, look at that. Like, we get that beautiful blend of, like, the orange and the blue right there. Like, that is absolutely beautiful. And it is wasted on a moon that no one comes to. Like, absolute disgrace. Yeah, Cody, I think you're right. So if you're looking to take advantage of a fairly decent market, this might not be a bad idea. Granted, you see all the issues we've had today, though, so actually making money might be harder than it appears.
Down. Front impact warning. Deck impact warning. Starboard impact warning.
A little hesitant on that one. Frittered about too long before we sat down, but still soft. But you see, Hawk, I am an idiot. I like to gamble. Now, I have gambled and lost multiple times. But I'll probably get some light trading in on this patch before it goes to live, just to take advantage. This stuff, man, I cannot wait for that to get fixed in the next patch, though. Because this is awful. Oh yeah, Patrick's doing fine. He's got that wonder route. Come on, load in. I'm hungry. I'm gonna order this pizza. All right, so since we've got time, what are you guys' favorite pizza chains? I'm kind of a Domino's guy, but that's really because that's all we've got here. We've got a Domino's and a Pizza Hut. Hey, Killer, welcome back. Hey, there we go. Now, on the tail end, this is our last outpost in Hurston. Aside from Hurston itself, but those I usually hit up on the tail end. Then we're going to check Humboldt, just because it's Humboldt, and then be done. Who is here? Who is here? Someone is here. They might be doing a delivery mission. We were just saying, no one ever comes to Magda. And now someone's here at Magda with us. Just getting this recorded. You know, that 231 on the fluorine. It's still not worth the run, though. See, they do that. They'll put something at a slightly lower price, but there's nowhere to really take it to make a decent amount in the time it takes. Because, yeah, you can run fluorine, but either you're taking it all the way back to Olisar, which, takes a while, or you're taking it to Lorville, which, congratulations, that's like a 20-minute loop. So it's just not really worth it. Which is a shame, because 231 is a good price for fluorine. Usually it's 235. Seahawk. We don't have a lot of locally owned places here. Oh no, he's gonna get in my ship. Oh no, never mind. You know what? I won't give away his position. I'll just scan him, figure out who it is.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Mystic Ape. You know, Necro, I don't know what the exchange rate is, but if you search Shadow Moses on Spectrum, it should be their last post. I don't remember who of their number posted it, but they did post the exchange rate. So that might be something looking into. Oh man, Death, I wish we had a Little Caesars. I would pay cheap for cheap pizza. And yeah, Hawk, the town I live in is like 9,000 people. So we pretty much have some small chains, and that's it. Like, we celebrated when we got our second McDonald's. We thought we were big, you know. And the thing that sucks is, before coming back, I lived in Austin. So going from the Austin food options there to this has been awful. Like, I miss Chinese takeout so much.
Quantum drive is now off.
It's not a bad exchange rate. I mean, I say that.
Quantum drive is now off.
Oh, Retro, they'll never do that. They always say they're going to fix it, and they don't. And they put the camera too far down, so you're basically looking like this while you're flying instead of, you know, having it up here. You know, Death, I thought about it. I actually worked at a pizza place way back in the day. Absolute garbage. Okay, so we do have one family-run or, you know, independently owned pizza place here, but it's total and absolute garbage. I'm talking like frozen everything. Like, Little Caesars is better. Oh, Maurice, I know. Okay, so my issue with head tracking is I usually sit at an angle. So when I sit at an angle, my head is at an angle. And head tracking does not like that. Yeah, that Lorville guy comes on a little strong. It's like, dude, like, back off. Like, I'm taken. I appreciate the sentiment, but your khakis aren't doing it for me. Like, we've got a family-run burger joint, but you know they don't deliver. Like, literally, the only thing that delivers in this town is Pizza Hut and Domino's. And Domino's closes at like 10. Like, that's how small this place is. All right, we're going to Humboldt, and that's it. Then I'm gone. I'm out. Yeah, they should move the seat up. We've got all this extra room.
Quantum drive is now off.
All right, Humboldt, where are you?
Quantum drive is now on.
In fact, I'm even going to log out at Humboldt, so hopefully I can just check it again when I log back in. A brownie. I think I'll order a brownie.
Is now off.
Domino's has those really nice brownies. I should slow that down a bit. Yeah, true, retro. Like, you go into an actual airplane, and it's just, ooh, button after button after button. But, you know, they actually get access to trim and everything else. Like, we're lucky if our landing gear actually pops out.
Landing gear down.
I love that they've put Humboldt in a location like this. I do not like that it still doesn't want to spawn. Yeah, see, we should not have overshot that. Tell you what, we'll actually land off on this little trail here.
Deck impact warning.
Should give us enough space away from it so it can spawn. Yeah, we're good.
Weapons offline.
See, Hawk, I wish we could be like that. We have drugs. We have a lot of drugs. You know, meth, coke, whatever you want to call it. It's probably here. In fact, we have like a very tiny municipal airport that most of the park rangers use. And there was like a huge drug bust there during like the whole Iran-Contra stuff. And, you know, everyone thought it was part of that conspiracy, but it turns out it was just the local car dealership running cocaine in. Yeah, like, for as small as we are, just the amount of drugs is ridiculous. Like, I had some guy try to beat me up at the gas station a few months ago. Like, he almost hit me with his car. And, you know, I had the audacity to say, watch it. And, you know, suddenly I'm the one on the wrong end. And he tries to take a few swipes at me. It's like, dude, like, you're like driving through a gas station at like 30 miles an hour. Like, slow down. So, like, I wish we could have like that whole Mayberry neighborly thing, but it's not gonna happen. Like, we had our neighbors come over and steal our porch light. Oh God, there we go. Like, neighbors were drunk, playing pool outside, needed a light. They stole our porch light. Who does that? Who comes over and steals your porch light? Wow, okay, yeah, so it looks like Humboldt is still good on titanium. That's what I like to see right there. Good old Humboldt. Get that recorded. we will call it here, and I can go eat. Alright, that's enough there. Ooh, Hawk, that's a bit of a walk. Oh yeah, sure thing, Wormhole. Sorry, I think Discord might be on notification disable since I've got Streamlabs running. Alright, we are going to call it there. I'm just going to set my bed. So I appreciate you guys sticking with me as I do the most boring work in Star Citizen. And we will probably resume this same time tomorrow, about 1:30 Central Standard Time. And you can join me there where we will continue where we left off. So I appreciate you guys, and I will catch you next time. Unless, of course, my power goes out again. That'll be the next day. But until then, clear. Where is... Oh, right. I can't do it at this bed. Never mind. I have to actually get into bed. That's right. And not sit there. Damn it. Come on. It's convoluted menus. A negative death. There is no Barrel Power Friday. And Maurice, Tio, I'm glad you guys enjoy it. It's not the most action-y stream, that's for sure. There we go. Alright, so yeah, I will catch you guys tomorrow most likely, if you feel like tuning in. I will be here, so I appreciate it. Have a good night, and as always, until next time, keep on trekking. Good night.